I'm black.
I'm black.
I'm black.
I'm Blaine.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
And I make this show unwatchable. How are you guys doing?
Good. You know, vibing. You know, I like going on a plane. I feel like I be on a plane looking mad important.
You just landed.
I just landed. I
Do
came.
you even take your bags anywhere? Or are they like? In the front?
Yeah, I dropped it off.
Did you
in
eat?
the telly.
Sorry, I'm like a parent right now. I'm like,
Did you
eat?
eat?
Oh my god, did you
Before you see me, I take care of all those things. You know, you eat, you drop off your jerk, and you go do what you got to do.
I was going to say
I
you
don't
jerk
know.
off.
Wait, hold on. Is that the normal? Oh, I think
you don't. That's
eat,
not
drink,
the first thing you
jerk,
do in
sleep.
a hotel room.
Yeah. You drop, you jerk, you eat, you beat, like you leave. I know you think that
you
jerk
eat, you
and
beat.
beat
I
is
think
like they're
you
different.
eat, you beat.
Why?
Yeah.
Wait, do you nap? Do you nap after you jerk?
No.
In a hotel room, it depends.
Do you not get
If it's New York, then
tired?
No,
absolutely.
but
Not every
I
time.
have recently been falling asleep after sex,
Okay.
like Debo and Friday, like that deep sleep where you're just like and that's where I'm like, oh, this is where I feel old when
We're
I take
starting
naps.
strong.
After
Hey, guys.
sex.
Do you bring your own materials for which to jerk?
Hey
or
guys,
do you
welcome
use,
to the Archie
no,
podcast.
They have the lotion.
Yeah,
that they have.
I went. So my hotel room didn't have lotion, so I had to run down and ask the housekeeping for lotion specifically. And the
Just
two
lemon
ladies handed it to me
verbena.
and looked at each other like, "This dude's about to jerk off."
Just well, you were half hard. Also, just lemon verbena hand lotion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, everyone knows you're in the gutter when you're using the hotel one because it's like that weird slicky. But no, this one's pretty decent.
Follow-up question.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys probably have penises.
Yeah.
You have to lube it up every time, or is it?
I mean, if you're really trying to like do the dark
For
souls of
what?
jerking off, you
jerk
can just
it.
go dry. You know.
So, okay.
Is it bad if it's
Yeah.
dry?
That's what I.
It depends on the
challenge.
situation. Sometimes I don't. I know people who are uncut don't.
Okay.
Sometimes
Because they have a natural
They have
sleeve.
a natural sleeve.
Yeah.
That they can sleeve.
It's a great podcast so far.
I am cut, so I
welcome
will
to
have
RT
to,
Pod.
in the very least, spit or
Okay.
something.
a little bit of lubrication.
Any sort of lubricant.
I've done the grip, and you
Done-
do. You remember those like little jelly
sorry.
things?
Oh yeah,
the water snakes.
Yeah. That's how. It, like,
See,
when
that's
you're
how
trying to get a
that's
good
how you
grip.
know if you were like gay or straight as a kid, because I always put my fingers in it. I never rolled it properly. I was always like,
Oh, just when.
yeah,
Got it.
and that's how the doctors knew.
What's the weirdest
I
thing
was
you've
gay.
ever
You were diagnosed
done it
with.
into,
Jerked off into.
or like
I've never
used?
jerked off into anything.
What is the weirdest thing? Well, just a question for the room.
Weirdest thing you've.
I did a sock and I didn't get it. Honestly,
That's,
Yeah, the
that's
sock
honestly
is
vanilla.
dry.
I'll be honest.
Honestly, I feel like the sock is like for cleanup. I don't think that is. I don't think you're supposed to do it
That
into
makes
it.
way more
Right.
sense.
Yeah, that you. I think you misfired.
I was doing that.
no. I mean, because I couldn't with the
It's for
cloth.
the end.
But then I did it just to have a thing to catch it.
It makes more sense because you put it over at the
Well,
end and then it
kinda-
just goes in.
It creates the friction, though. You can do.
Okay, but you
can
said
do it,
friction
that's
was
fine.
bad.
It depends on the type of friction.
Because I wanted to get rid of it, my mom used to do my laundry. I would do this thing that I'd call mummy dick, where I'd take my dick, and I'd wrap it in toilet paper. So then it would be like a paper mache cast for my dick. So then I'd go and then I'd put mummy dick on
Yeah.
and it would catch it.
The lotion Kleenex must have been a game changer for you.
Blaine, I'll be honest. I don't know what made you feel so comfortable to share that, but that was embarrassing.
It's bliss. It's bliss. Well, you're about to show us how the grapefruit, so.
What did it?
Okay. Just
Okay.
take a mouthful.
Okay.
It's just an orange.
That's fair.
It's just
It is
orange.
just an orange. Even though it looks like a grapefruit though, right?
It does. It looks
does.
like a blood orange.
Oh, yeah,
That's
it's
why I was
not a blood orange
confused.
though. I got it from HEB. It's like a.
Oh, I juice.
It started with a C.
Also, I don't want to out you, but I totally saw you leaving the liquor store today during work. What were you doing? Were you doing stinky pot? Okay, all right, cool.
No.
Blaine, can you
I have a
not
problem.
out? Can you not out during Black History Month?
My
Sorry,
alcoholism.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on.
Wait, where
Read the
were you
room.
at?
I was at Cilantro.
Oh, how did you see me from all the way over there?
Like eagle eyes. I got that vision.
That's some good eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like a case of. They gave me a big box. 'cause
I saw that.
I only had 3 big bottles though, but I had a bunch of minis.
I That place had the pickle beer. Did you ever try the pickle beer?
I hate pickles.
Okay.
So no. They also have a pickle vodka that I saw that I almost bought to make you guys taste.
The pickle beer made me shit blood, so I stopped
I'm not gonna
drinking
lie.
pickle blood.
I'm still thinking about mummy dick because you named it. like that's when like you branded the act. Like I could tell you the things I did, but I wouldn't have like a title. I would be like, oh, that's that's the sock clock. I did the sock clock.
Wait, I'm trying to think of. Have you ever jerked off in a church?
In a church?
What?
Yeah.
In church?
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes when like you're thinking about God, you're just
You're looking at fucking ripped
That's-
Jesus up on the
He's
cross.
so
That is-
ripped.
bricked up to Jesus,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, he
I-
came twice for me.
Okay, so I was on TikTok yesterday and I saw this girl. She like lived in a converted church. And I'm like,
Oh, cool.
I couldn't live there.
I couldn't.
Haunted.
It's haunted.
It's
And like,
haunted.
I'm like,
God's
how do you,
watching.
I can't get, you get hard in a church. It's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Even
well,
if it's converted into like a nice fancy loft, I'm still like, well, Jesus was in here and he could still be.
well, I tried my best to dissociate in church, and I think that was just one of my.
That might
ways
be
of
part of
doing
it.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes
I've
sense.
never church jerked.
Never did a church
since we're
jerk.
titling things.
You've never done a pew spew?
Oh yeah, pew
Spew.
spew. Yeah,
You've never done a
because growing up, I was in Catholic church, so that's a lot of kneeling down. So it should make you horny.
It shouldn't be, no. Catholicism is the horniest version
Oh
of
yeah, because it's like,
Christianity.
oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I think
so
it's
full of
probably that's how
shame.
I know. That's how you find out if you're a dom or sub.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a soft dom,
Yeah.
so I wasn't into it. But I feel like if you're a little humiliation sub and you're in Catholic church, you are boned up.
Yeah, because you got a dude like feeding you crackers and pouring wine in your
Boned-
mouth.
I was like, I don't like
while you're
this.
kneeling
I need to be.
before him.
I need to be
I,
doing the feet.
I wasn't a part
I
of
need to be-
that because
Me either.
I went to a black church.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Yeah, we had a little
Oh,
individual thing.
Yeah, no.
So it's just shame.
Because in
Grape
Nigeria,
juice.
they're all about Catholicism. So my dad would go to a Catholic church. My mom would be a Baptist church, and
Baptist.
so the Baptist church was more like exciting and entertaining
Yeah.
for my like small ADHD brain,
Yeah.
but it was long.
It's not a
It was
lot of
4
segments.
hours.
It's,
Yeah.
it's 4.5 hours.
Wait, Catholics not?
No, it's a tight hour.
It's a tight hour.
It's a
and
tight
It's
45.
basically one long Inya music video.
Yeah.
That's like the Catholic church
It's like
experience.
6 sustained notes on an organ.
The
Yeah.
only like
the
I went to a
oldest man.
Catholic church wedding, but then I also went. I was dating a Catholic, and we went for like a Christmas thing. What happened?
Sorry.
Have you ever?
Catholic.
Have you ever jerked in a
Catholic.
church?
Yes.
But I remember that they made us all hold hands, and I had my girlfriend on my right and her father on my left, and I laced fingers with her. But because my hand did it over there, I laced fingers with him. So that's why that felt like an eternity. And that's
You didn't unlace.
Yeah, you can let go.
once I did it, I didn't. I was locked in.
I get it. You don't want to back out.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
wanna-
yeah.
No, I'm
like
doing
chicken
Because
this.
at
then
this
he'll
point.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was we're in
He'll
it.
know
No, we were.
Yeah.
in there.
I'm tired of like saying stuff on stream or RT Pod where I'm like, this is a safe space. I can say what I've done, like jerking in a church or you
Look,
know.
we're not
Church
judging
jerking.
you. We're
No.
I have gotten judged so much today.
For what?
Ooh. For
So on
what?
stream I was talking about peeing and like how I pee because
Wrong.
everyone
Yeah.
has a bathroom ritual, and you know, like when you have some stray bullets left
Yeah.
when peeing, I tend to grab the taint and then
Oh, you left that detail out completely.
That was the
Yeah,
little
he taps
detail.
the taint, and then
taps the taint, and
Trevor said that for some reason he was looking up the science behind it, and that's
Yeah,
where
it's
the
like a
oil
U-bend.
tubes are. So that works.
Stop! You're gonna make Blizz.
So then
hard.
you you take it and then you like how do you tap that?
I am literally bricked up right now. Please chill.
Guys, let's hold our hands
That's all.
in
That's
prayer.
all. My hands are
You're
sticky.
gonna
I'm sorry.
interlace fingers. Yeah, also sticky
I just
fingers.
jerked off in church. Sorry. Wait, so what do you mean you tap it with what? Like you?
Like your finger.
like a mic.
Do you like?
Do you know
mic
where-
check? Mic check.
Yeah.
Do you know where your gooch is?
Yeah, it's between
Okay.
the ball sack and the butthole.
Yeah, you just tap it. You just like
Yeah, that's
two-
so
two, like,
weird.
tap
Yeah,
it.
no,
Like,
we
how
don't.
much pressure-
Also, we're gonna keep it going because that wasn't the weirdest thing he did. Because
No.
I backed him up on that.
Uh-huh.
But then Trevor started talking about like wiping your ass standing or sitting.
No.
And I was explaining how I do the split, the difference because I used to be a stander, and then somebody was like, "Them cheeks close up,
Yeah.
make it messy." So now I stand
got a lot
with
of
in a
cheeks. You gotta
squat
get
stance.
that.
So like right at a squat.
Like ass to grass.
Yes, because with me, I never wanted my hand to touch the water in the bowl, so I'm like, I
Why
gotta
are
get
you
up.
going
It's
that
not
far
gonna be
down?
that low.
You have
The water is low.
Oh no! See, you're thinking about the water of now. The water in the '90s, and Trevor backed me up on this. It was a lot higher, and also I'm caked up. So
You are caked
also
up.
consider how
And it's
much
my
ass
problem.
I have when you're like, I don't know.
Okay,
Like
well, when you stood up, that's why I was like, you're too caked up to stand up
Right,
and do
but
it.
and speaking
But,
of the
like-
anatomy, you're standing while pissing. Your
no, I
legs
don't
touch.
stand the whole time. It's when it's time after the shitting, and it's time to wipe the ass. I stand up in a squat with my butt cheeks not
I'm afraid to
closed
say
up
what I
yet,
do.
I wouldn't
and
know.
wiped up.
So then the guy in the next door, he's looking at like, because in America we have like this much of the cover,
Yeah.
covering
Yeah.
up. So then they're just seeing your bare ass squatting down, digging out some mud.
What do you mean?
No, he's not
It's not
squatting
squatting down.
He's squatting over the
yeah, he's
toilet.
squatting over the. So
Over the toilet.
Oh.
He's not like doing. Yeah, he's not going ass to grass.
Yeah.
I thought you were like full on like goblin like.
No. I'd stand up, but I don't stand all the way up, so my ass cheeks close.
But going back to the touching the taint thing, while you're standing, you've got big squatting legs.
Yeah.
So like you would have to then spread your legs because mine touch like naturally. if you just-
I feel like you're about to do something, which is what I'm trying to specifically shame Blizz for.
Okay.
I wipe back, so there's nothing in the way for me.
no, you wouldn't
Tyler.
go forward.
You
front,
wouldn't, huh?
back. I would not.
You wouldn't, huh?
that-
So ask what
I have a
Blizz.
question. I have a question. Sorry.
You got dirty balls.
Professor, I would like to take the stage on this one. So what I do and how I've been wiping, I just open my legs, I go under from back to front.
How?
Okay, so
There's a hole.
Okay, last year on my podcast we talked about this because I saw a comedian, and actually I think we talked about this last
Blizz
week.
is playing Operation every time he takes a shit.
What do you
Trying not to
mean?
get
It's not that hard.
Trying not to let the shit paper touch your balls.
I don't understand how men will because women can't do that. You'll get a
Yeah,
you'll
UTI,
get a
yeasty
UTI.
boy. So like, but the fact that what if you get shit on your balls?
That's
I
exactly why.
I usually
We can show
when
your
I'm
ball.
pooping, I'm pooping before a shower, so I can just wipe my ass or wash my ass. In the
That is-
shower.
You can time your poops.
Yes. Well, not like time my poops. I'll just like hold my poop
So
until I
you're
need
just
to
like,
go.
oh no, I shit. Guess I have to shower now.
No,
Dude, you got
I saw you
dirty
shit at
balls.
work.
I don't have dirty balls. My
Well,
balls are
that-
good.
You got
Well,
poopy balls.
Apparently, he cleans it off
I
immediately
clean my
after.
balls.
But that is so wild.
I thought this was a safe space.
Just like, look, God provided you these two cheeks and like a lane for which you to wipe, like from the front to the back, and that's just the dirty lane, and then you take your time to clean that off. But then if you're doing that, you're running into a roadblock every time. You run into your balls.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
He's
what I'm
playing
saying.
Operation. He was like,
Because there's a
"Oh!"
natural
yeah.
end to your cheeks.
Yeah, it doesn't go to the balls. I'm confused on how it's getting to the balls.
What kind of shits do you have? Like perfect, clean, smooth
Okay,
torpedoes?
I'm fibrous.
So you're just
bottom.
saying you wipe drop.
Not
you
a
wipe-
bottom.
So because now I'm starting to see the math, and it makes me even more upset. Because you're saying you wipe drop. You wipe
You wipe drop.
drop.
What's
You-
wipe drop?
It means you
You
wipe.
wipe
The
drop.
reason you're like, I'm not dealing with my balls is because after you're done wiping, you let it go.
You don't look
Yeah.
You
at
don't
it.
look at your shit.
No, I don't look
to
at my
know.
shit.
So you can have. Oh my God, you might
Well,
be
no,
dead.
I mean, it's-
you might
no,
be
no,
dead.
no, no,
You
no,
might
no.
be dead. You wouldn't know. You might be dead.
No, well, hold on.
might
hold
be
on.
dead.
Sometimes I do look at it, but
I'm just in case you didn't.
I'm
wipe.
not beating these allegations.
No.
Like I got to see what's going on with my body, and like sometimes you're like, "Oops, I just ate a little bit too much red velvet cake. It's all good."
Yeah,
But, like,
I mean, I do
that's how
check
you
my
know.
butthole. Like I've bottomed, but like
I like how novel. I've bottomed.
I've bottomed. I have to check my butthole and see what my butt health is looking like.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a bidet?
Yeah, I have a bidet.
You invested in a bidet?
Oh yeah,
got a bidet.
yeah.
I knew you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one.
I
Get
want
your
a
ass
heated
blasted.
bidet?
one.
It's amazing. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Where do we get a warm one? Because the cold
I
hurts
can
my
send
butt.
you a link. Well, what kind of sink do you have
Oh, it goes in the sink?
to get the hot water?
Yeah, you got a bidet
Oh.
king.
Oh yeah, because like
I have
if
to
you
drill-
don't have the type where the hot water's accessible,
Yeah.
you only get cold water.
Oh,
But I
Well,
mean,
No,
I-
mine
or-
heats it though.
Oh,
Mine,
yeah,
the water,
well,
it doesn't
I'm
so
matter.
you
it
got a
just goes
whole.
through.
Yeah.
Is the bowl the bidet or?
It's the toilet seat itself. You just,
Okay.
I just
Oh,
swap the
see,
toilet
I'm
seat
poor.
out.
I got like a $50 one. That I
You
have
got the tushy.
Not the tushy. It's even cheaper than the tushy.
Oh man,
Is it like a
I don't know
one?
if your ass is clean.
Does it just? Is it one
I don't know.
stream? Do you
I don't
crank it
know.
on?
You got a super
it's,
soaker
it's, uh,
taped. to
so
the
like,
back.
all right,
You
so
gotta
it-
pump it up.
No, it's got the rear setting, it's got the feminine setting, it's got the self cleaning,
Okay.
and then it's got a power gauge and a heat
Ooh,
gauge.
you got turbo
So
it.
it goes from cold to hot, and then you pull it up for how much pressure you want.
I was a little bit afraid of a
The bidet.
I was
Okay,
afraid
no.
of the
Also,
bidet.
a tushy. No, you should be afraid of a tushy. I had a
have a
tushy
tushy.
before that, and the first time I used it, I was like, oh, I'm like a water fountain because that just went straight through.
Yeah, it went
It's
through me.
powerful.
And I was like,
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
It
The
irrigates
tushy
you.
will make you.
That's a
you know,
colonic.
yeah. It's definitely if you should bottom again, a tushy
tushy
would be
is-
the way to
it's
go.
a one
it's
and
getting,
done.
it's gonna get in there.
It
It's gonna
gets
break
inside you.
past
I'm
the
upset.
both sphincters.
I put my other one to the test and I ended up breaking it, and I'm not sure how. I tried fixing it, but like I just realized I was just like touching this thing that was covered in like matter. I replaced it, and the one that I have now is far less powerful, and it really upsets me. It's just not doing it the same.
The cold water scares me a lot.
No,
So,
it's
like, I'm
because
just like, oh my god,
good on a
okay.
summer
It's
day,
very
though.
cold.
Yeah, it's probably good on a summer day. If I were to bottom again,
Someone
it's just the funniest.
in
fucking
chat
shit
made
to
a good
say.
point, which is that we haven't introduced the podcast or said who we are.
What are you talking about? I said this is RTP like 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, we did say it.
We
and
did,
then
yeah.
I said
Okay,
it.
did
And
you
then he also said it.
Okay, did we say who we are though?
Oh,
Because I think we just said we're black.
I'm Griff.
Ify Nwadiwe.
Blaine Gibson.
Blizz Bear.
And I'm making the podcast unwatchable.
Well, this is
Oh
this is
no, it's okay because you brought the drywall.
I did. Yeah, we got drywall here.
See, that's what happened is how we got messed up. We did the I'm black, and then you said the unwatchable thing.
Yeah.
But we didn't say our name.
We didn't say
it
our
was like
names.
it's like those movies where like it starts and then the title sequence comes way out like
Yeah, it's
Drive
like
My
a-
Car. I don't know if you saw Drive My Car. They was holding on to that title sequence,
Yeah,
boy.
this is the Assassin's Creed Odyssey of podcast openings.
Oh, does it take a while
It takes
first?
like 30 minutes until you get the fucking thing. You have to you meet a kid and then you meet a man and then you got to do a thing and then
just
it's
did a
like I'm
cold
gonna leave
open.
the
Well,
island.
here's the thing that I hate. That shit always gets me. I'm always like, damn, that shit's tight. I'm seeing the title right now. That shit's tight. The
Why
game
is
has
there a poll?
officially,
Is
but the game wasn't started yet, and now it has started.
What's the third option?
It's Blizz wrong.
It's
Yes,
Catholic.
no. Oh no,
Catholic,
this
yes?
is our third. This is our
this
third.
is the third poll.
He's bottom.
That seems to be the lead.
Okay.
What?
I
What?
No,
Blaze?
yeah,
Defend
no,
yourself.
I can't defend myself.
Tell me
'cause I'm
about
not gonna
bottoming.
beat these allegations. I support bottoms.
They're not allegations if they're real.
I support bottoms.
There's nothing wrong with
Bottom
bottoming.
rights.
Yeah.
Obviously. But
Obviously.
you know, I feel like I'm a top.
The fact that you said "I feel like"
feel like.
is
Well, I'm
what
like
kind
more,
of like
I'm more of a top.
If
more of. So
Yeah.
you're like a switch. Is that
Verse.
verse? Okay, sorry, I'm mixing up kinks.
I mean, both.
Yeah, because you know.
if you were gay, I feel like you'd amazing power bottom.
But see, that's the thing. That's how it would get you. I think about this a lot. If I was gay, a lot of people would be like, "Damn, this dude must bottom. Look at that fat ass."
Yeah, it's
and
got
I'm
those
like,
cheeks.
"Nah, that's what
No,
I
not
use
even the
now."
ass, your thighs.
No,
Powerful thighs.
well, just know it
Generate the
works
power
in
from the
the
bottom.
other way too. Like what I do, I was thinking about this when I was like giving back shots the other day. Is like I use my ass like a pendulum. The weight of my ass just comes in. It's like clack, clack.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's there. There's something."
It's never a disappointment like having Ify on,
I can't
on
believe
anything.
I can't believe people don't like us. This is great.
This is
Happy Monday, guys.
happy, you know, Oops All Black stream.
Oops, all black.
Well, you know, we
Plus
love it.
Blaine.
Yeah, and Blaine.
You know, we're all African Americans and Mark.
And Mark.
We rocking with Mark.
We got Mark here.
He was rocking with us.
I would take Blaine to the cookout with me.
Yeah, you can come.
What would you bring to the cookout?
Oh, that's
Probably beverages just to play it safe because I don't know.
that's
That's
cool.
safe. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Ice is always welcome.
yeah.
Yeah, I've had like exes who was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make potato salad." I'm
No,
like,
you ain't.
Not,
I don't know if you
You
want to
ain't.
play this
Okay.
game, baby girl, because look, these are very outspoken Louisiana bred black women, and they will tell you. Like it was funny. It was like when your parents call you and they like, are you by yourself? Because you know you about to hear some shit. And I was like, yo, yeah, I'm in the room with Emily. She's like, she could hear. And then after we got done, I was like, that's a big moment.
That's a big
if she
moment.
didn't tell me to leave the room while
Wow.
you're in here,
That's
she trusts you.
I feel
you know?
that.
It was
My-
good.
When I knew my girlfriend made it, when my homophobic Southern mother, I was on the phone with her, and then when I was saying goodbye, she was like, "Oh, tell Pilar I said hi," and I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
okay."
Ooh, I had it where we were going to Thanksgiving dinner, and my mom was like, "Yeah, I made a reservation for 4," and I was like, "Oh, so who's the 4th?" She's like, "Oh, you can bring your partner," and I was like, okay.
See, I feel like my girlfriend speed ran it though, because I think it was the second or third time she met my family, and she stayed for a while. But she made tamales, and my mom
yeah.
loves Mexican food.
Oh yeah.
So I think it was like, so that was like XP jump boost.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
then this like the
that was
next,
the rare candy.
exactly. It was a,
Double XP
it was a
weekend
bunch
that
of rare
week.
candy, double XP. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next time she came, the extended family was there, and she watched all the kids and like entertained the kids and tired them out. So now all of my like I went home last time, and my little cousins didn't remember me, but they remembered her and were like, "Where is she?" Because they don't remember my name, but they remembered her name, and they know that we came together. And they were like, "Oh, where's she at?" And I was like, "She's at home." And they were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay."
Okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I had
Oh,
an
guess I'll
ex
go
have a
fuck
blow up
myself.
on my niece and nephew, and then she was out.
Wait,
That's crazy.
how did they?
On a child?
what?
We were on a camping trip.
Oh my God.
And it just didn't go well, and she lost her patience with the kids.
It's a child.
It's a child. You got to treat them.
Yeah.
How old?
They're gonna ask questions. They're interested in your life, and she was not very nice to
That's
them. And
crazy.
from that point, it's like dead to my family.
Oh well, here's the thing. As the parent, kids are annoying as fuck, but you gotta hide that annoyance
Yeah.
because it is like there's just this like hyperfixation and redundancy in kids.
Yeah.
And so
They want to do the same thing 97 times.
well, and that's what's so interesting when I date people, because it's like, since
you
I
have
have
a
a
kid.
kid, it's like, yeah, you know, this is the next test is like, let's see. And honestly, a lot of my partners, I'm like, damn, you more into this than me. Like, you over here thinking of activities, you know? I'm waiting. Like, my proud moment was my daughter got into Roblox. I'm like, yeah, now you're about to be a gamer. About to be a fucking gamer. I'm going to tell you how to shit on these kids in Roblox. I'm hyped. I cannot wait. She's about to get so many Robux.
my God.
Because you remember, you always had that rich kid you went up against. We were talking about
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! In the stream. And those punk ass kids who could buy all the booster packs, who can buy all the shit, and I'm over here putting the shoestring deck together, and I didn't understand what a meta was, you know, like, and you go against, and I would go to Toon Planet in the Stonewood Mall in Downey, and it would be these grown ass men, and it was definitely the black anime guy you knew, nappy hair, Hawaiian Vegeta shirt.
No lineup.
And I should have,
lineup.
hairline cooked. I should have known that I was going to lose, but for some reason I wasted
Fingerless
$5
gloves.
to enter this tournament. And luckily, you know, the G, you know, I don't think he's still there because I don't think the two players are there. But he used to give me and the homies who were still in high school like the promo cards anyway, because he's like, y'all never gonna win. Y'all don't have a deck. You know, you got, you know,
so
you
funny.
like, what the fuck? You know, go in there and stare at Exodia, be like, I need Exodia. So I want my kid to be that kid. Like I'm about to fucking buy her a like Magic the Gathering like you know, like grand final deck. It was like, go ahead and take this to school. Let me show you what a win condition is.
I want to be a part of a PTA so bad.
Ooh, you know, you can
because-
just do that.
Well, no,
You don't have to be
PTA like
Parent
public
teacher,
parent teacher.
yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to be a
because-
parent. You can just go.
no, but I think it'd be funnier having a kid.
You could pretend.
because I want to be head of PTA.
You could lie.
I'm not gonna lie
You
about
could literally lie. It's like, yeah, my son Alex goes
Eventually,
here.
someone's gonna want
Someone's gonna
answers.
know.
You
but-
just point at a kid.
No,
You have a white partner. Point at any kid.
no, that's not how that works. But I want to be like that, like sassy owner of the PTA meeting. That's like, no, Sharon, you can't bring your dry ass cookies to the bake sale or anything like that.
You want to be a
No.
problem.
I want to be a problem. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to run for one of those like things that people vote for that they don't research beforehand.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
like a deep cut like political office where it's like, you know,
railroad commission.
Yeah.
Actually, railroad commissioner is a very important role.
Park fountain comptroller.
Exactly. I want to run for like comptroller, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Or like
a lot of people sneak in there.
department, like Department of Park Treasury.
You would end up having so many responsibilities that you probably just don't
so.
know. No, there's probably going to be
What's the worst that
responsibility.
could happen?
That's the worst that could happen.
You get fired.
Here's the thing: if I
Yeah,
run for
but,
any
like-
public office, all I'm doing is pushing forward my agenda, which we all know is
Gay?
Socialism.
Oh.
Okay.
we all said the same thing.
Yeah, we did. Gay
What did
and
she
train.
say? Trains?
I said trains.
Okay, all right.
All I believe in is public transit.
Oh,
That's
you
it.
mean actual
Oh, I thought you
trains.
just had a passion for trains.
No, like
No.
public transit, like trains and public buses.
Oh, okay.
Bike
Last time I went to
lanes.
New York and was riding the subway, it clicked, and I was like, "Oh, this is what life could be like."
Yeah.
It was
Oh yeah.
life
Oh yeah,
changing.
I thought
Yeah.
I used to think I loved Boston, and I realized I just love a robust public transportation system, and I fucking hate Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, oof. Boston.
Speaking of Boston,
Yeah, that's the dark souls for black people.
yeah, PAX is coming.
You go to Boston, boy.
You been to
Oh,
Boston?
boy. Just for PAX.
That's in March, right?
What's up?
We want to go to PAX.
I met Ify at PAX.
yeah, we've been
Oh.
at PAX. My girlfriend, she's from Massachusetts.
That sucks.
and
That's
every
where they
time-
make white people.
Yeah. She was saying, she was like, I'm from Boston. I don't
That
even-
sucks.
Yeah, because they.
The thing about
I think the next worst place is going to be Philly. Y'all threw batteries at Santa.
No, oh my god.
If I'm ranking it,
I would say my first convention was PAX East, and I was trying to run into you and Fiona. And it was
Yeah.
like the first time I remember FaceTiming like Gabe James and being like, "Where are you? I'm trying to like hang out with
I
you
was
and
up
stuff
to
like
no
that."
good.
It was,
he's always up to no good. You know what I mean? I've
if
gone
you're
to,
always up to no good.
I've gone to
I
LA
am.
like 20 times.
Speaking of
and
which-
Ify's probably been available once.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
always
I
up
feel
to
like
no
Ify's
good.
someone
Well-
at RTX said it's hard being an Ify fan sometimes because you
He's always
never know
missing.
where he's
Yeah.
going to show
Yeah,
up.
look, I'm gonna be anywhere.
Well,
but-
for me, it's in my podcast feed randomly.
Yeah. Well, you were saying y'all were asking about Field, so y'all don't know about Field. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put y'all
what
on
is
game.
Field?
Yeah, what's
I'm
Field?
assuming it's an app, right?
It sounds
Yeah,
like a
it's
boner pill. Field.
Yeah, it's an app, but it's specifically for a lot of people who are like, it's very kink forward and like ethically non-monogamous type bits.
Okay.
Isn't that, I thought there was what's the other site for that? The main one?
Open.
No, it's like the old school website.
Oh, you're thinking about FetLife?
Yeah, that's all. That's
Yeah.
the last time.
FetLife?
Yeah.
FetLife.
Oh, I thought that was like a Boba
Yeah,
Fett.
I'm still on FetLife.
I'm learning so much
Um,
right now.
Yeah.
But like, my name is Nuts.
It's nuts
It's
with a
just
Z.
Yeah,
With a Z.
yeah, but FetLife it looks the same it did 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's like a BBS board.
I want somebody to really revamp that whole
I gotta-
site.
What puts
It's the
Field
overhaul.
over that? Is
It's
it
an
just a
app.
bigger pool, or
It's just an app, and I feel like what I would if I was mayor of FetLife, they have the Discover area, and there's no way to kind of make it relevant to where you actually live.
Oh.
So I'm just seeing
Control
like
F.
someone in like Ontario looking real hot, and I'm like, that's
Never
far
gonna
from
get
me.
that.
Yeah.
Whereas like Field, it's like based on your location. It's specifically a dating site, and it's like very forward because people are just like laying it all out. It's like, this is what I want. I'm like, bet.
I'm just like imagining a grinder. Like,
Yeah, it's grinded with a little bit more tact.
So then I was gonna say, do they have specifications for what your pictures can be? Like you can't.
Yeah, you
have-
can't. You
can't
still
post
can't be
whole?
nude. Yeah, you
Is there
still
an app for that you can do that?
no,
Grindr.
because
No.
the reason
You
you'll
can't
never
post
get.
whole?
No, you can't. I don't think
So
you
the
can
reason you'll
That's
never be able
crazy.
to like post whole or nothing on those apps is because Apple will just kick you off.
Oh, yeah, like Tumblr.
And the reason for that, now we're getting into my agenda, is because they're like
Solid.
We're all
so-
gonna go over.
Yeah.
a lot of times, very rarely it'll come up like in the mainstream, but like there is actively like these weird Christian groups who are like combating porn. Like they like it
Yeah.
seems
Yeah.
like porn exists more than it ever does, but there
Yeah.
are these Christian groups that are like actively
They
fighting
really
the fight,
hate it.
and they're using the whole like save the children
Yeah.
rhetoric. And so what they do is whenever they talk about like sex trafficking and stuff, they use that to be like, well, you don't know who's on this stuff, and you don't know this, which will then cause like all these sites to have to make sure they verify, which is like in a way good, but
Yeah.
like but they don't want that. They want to just topple it. So
Yeah.
what they did, and the whole reason OnlyFans almost went no porn is because those people went after like MasterCard, and almost got them to budge and pull out of every sex. So in preparation for that, OnlyFans was like, we don't do porn anymore. So it wasn't just that; it was like these weird, Christians who are. Is
that why if you want to follow like a horny artist on Patreon, you can't search them on Patreon?
Yes, because all these sites will get hit with this weird.
It was a legislation. It happened in like 20.
Yeah, I know
like the
which
year
one you're
after I
talking
moved
about.
here. So I think it was like 2018.
It's SESTA and FOSTA.
SESTA, yeah.
So it's stuff like that. And so like, what's real nefarious is like when you read it and see it on paper, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I do want to protect people against sex trafficking and all this. But it's like,
but then you realize it doesn't.
Like
it
as
doesn't.
a matter of fact, just a general political tip. Just always, anytime there is a law that even if you're like, this sounds like something I'm into,
it's not.
Look at who's behind it.
Yeah.
Because that'll tell you everything you need to know about it. So if it's all like, like, oh, we're going to give money to this organization, but it's like an organization that has nothing to do with that, then they're probably going to be able to funnel that money into their bullshit.
Yeah.
It's really wild because it's so blatant, but no one looks at, because it's in that thick book with all the laws, and then you have to
and I don't read. So.
It's double spaced.
It's double.
No, it's not. It's the opposite of that.
Single
No, briefs
space.
have to when you turn in the thing, it has to be double spaced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like also just continue to support sex workers, especially sex workers who create content online, because they are valid content creators. And I'm tired of people constantly shitting on people about it.
Cheeks are free.
I mean, look. I was reading bell hooks on the plane, so that's why I'm so activated right now.
Stop trying to recruit on the podcast.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
He's trying to get sound clips for his fucking field profile.
But no,
Jesus.
Like it all comes from like when you really look at all those people like who are like yelling about like all these e-thoughts and it's lots of times it is like frustrated people because content creating is frustrating and it seems and like Twitch as a platform was hard to build off of because when you have a platform whose directory system shows the people with the most viewers first and less viewers last, it's going to be hard to get any type of visibility if you don't have anything to keep you floated up there, which is why playing niche games and stuff is what makes you stand out. So if you're frustrated by this platform and you're a male and then you see some like a hot woman getting all these follows and your Neanderthal brain is like, it must be easier, and if I was that hot,
boobs.
Yeah.
'Cause boobs.
And then you go and like I've seen like, some of the content on OnlyFans, I was like, I'm gonna steal some of this for my stream, because like you were thinking of innovative ways to get those views. Like the whole thing of being like genius, like, yo, here's if this gets X amount of retweets, I'm gonna show my boobs. Like that's genius. Then you get all these retweets. Everyone who sees it is gonna come through. You're gonna get like some type of retention from that, and those people are gonna go and spend money.
But also,
like that's what they're doing. It's not just the boobs. That's marketing.
Yeah.
And you are just posting the same going live tweet that's drowning in the same shit. You're not connecting with any of your peers. You're not posting anywhere. You're not like you are sticking to one thing. I can't find a single clip of what you do. Every time, this is something I do personally. Every time I see somebody complain, I go to their page and I see, and 9 times out of 10 their content is boring or they're not even promoting their content. You scroll, they're sitting up there yelling about women. I know what you think about women more than I know what game you stream.
You're not marketing yourself.
It's like you're not doing any of the work because you feel like you need to just press play and everything comes to you. It's and I see like so many levels of it because it's just the same thing that you see in Hollywood where you have people who move to LA and they're like, I'm here. Bro. This is
gonna get discovered.
I did it. I'm 80% of the way there. Let's go.
And it's like, and I only had that realization like I think like 1 year into it because I grew up in LA. Oh. And I grew up in LA. I was in Compton, and then I was in Long Beach, and I came to LA when I started doing comedy. I went to LA proper.
Built different.
And then one day it hit me. I was like, oh. I have this like grind mentality because like I'm already here, but I was like, the work it takes to move to somewhere else, like that's a lot of work. Yeah. So the idea of having to work more than that is exhausting, but you do like that is just the first step. And it's just a lot of things. I think it's just what it all comes down to is shit is hard. And when you see somebody doing well, it's easier to make an excuse of why they're doing well instead of looking inside and seeing why you should be doing better.
Also, being a streamer on Twitch or whatever platform you're on, you are supposed to be discoverable in other places. Like that's how you become discoverable on Twitch, like putting out YouTube videos or stuff like that. This is the same. It's the same thing as an OnlyFans video.
Yeah.
Like you're getting viewers, you're getting people that are supporting you, and like in the long term helping your career. So like, why are we getting mad about it? Just because you're not securing your bag? That's on
because
you.
I mean, and that's the thing where
it's like the same thing as like when people are like, "Oh, it's easier for you because affirmative action." It's like not really.
Well, that's
it's like the same thing as like it's like, oh, because affirmative action, but also like to your point of like it's easier for women because boobies, but also it's like it's like you're seeing all the retweets and the engagement, but 90% of that is like dudes like you comment leaver calling her a whore.
Yeah.
But still clicking through and
Thanks
subscribing.
For the engagement.
Well,
it's like a 50-50. It's like, are you going to say 50-50 call me a whore, subscribe, or 50-50 call me a whore and leave? That's like,
Yeah. And also, like, I feel like the affirmative action thing is so funny because, like, you just never know. Like, I remember one person hit me up. It was like, hey, I know you're a writer and my buddy's looking into, like, diversity programs, so I figured you would know since you got it. And I was like, no, actually, no. I got an assumption. Yeah.
Whoa.
I was like, no, I never, like CBS Showcase passed on me. All the showcases passed on me. It really was just grinding and not giving up. And then luckily still being, because I think it's like there are many pathways and just because one's closed doesn't mean it's done.
Yeah.
But it is like a lot of work because like we're all like, when you think about it, especially like some of the elders in here, I've got to see like the growth of like these media things. I remember when I was downloading Red versus Blue from just the internet because YouTube wasn't a thing yet, and then you had then you had Google Video, and then Google realized it sucked and bought YouTube. YouTube was bought by Google because their shit sucked. Like that was, I remember like right around when people started figuring out that you can like talk to the camera to create content. And that's usually how it's pioneered. It's pioneered by innovators who are like, what is a way that I can use this to promote myself? And it was the same thing with TikTok. You had a bunch of people being like, why am I going to go on TikTok? A bunch of all these comedians refuse to get to TikTok. You go on TikTok, how many stand-up clips is on there? Me too.
A billion.
Because like someone figured out like, oh, this is another way for people to see me. But it's marketing, and we're in a generation where there's just an oversaturation of media. So like you have to use every tool. So it's not because that person with big honkers is stealing your views, because I can guarantee you, if somebody want to look at some big ass titties, they don't want to look at your face. Like that is not the same. You don't even have the same clientele.
It's not the same audience. You're not pulling from the same bucket.
Why do you want that audience?
So it is.
Or just get titties. Do the work.
I mean, you do the work, but
you get titties.
You got so many people, but like that is also another thing that we're dealing with, because it's like some of this outrage and stuff isn't even real.
Manufactured.
It's from this generation of like clickbait that has turned into hate clicks, where it's like something that riles you up, gets an emotion out of you, gets you anger. So these dudes know for a fact that these women aren't still in their views, but they know that there's a bunch of dudes who think they are because their shit isn't good enough off the ground. So now they're finessing those dudes to give them clicks, to give them what they want. You giving away what you want because you agree with this person. Like it's all just very visible. It's all game because we're all just trying to fight for visibility in a media that's overly saturated. And the only way you can do it is just find interesting ways to stand out. It's not going to be forcing the system to work for you. Even like some of the shitty things that you have to deal with, some of the systemic things that we have in front of us, we unfortunately have to like look at the ways around it, like
you versus someone that knows a guy's dad.
It's but at the end of the day, it's like it's what we signed up for, because I would much rather be doing that than sitting at a cubicle. I tried it. It sucks. But if you do, I like also not trying to shit on you if you do sit at a cubicle, because some people do that. There's people who's like, I see what you do. I could never do
Shit,
that.
I used to.
I
Yeah,
could
me
never
too.
do. I could never do that. And it's like, and there's nothing wrong. You ain't everybody got to be a content creator. You can just do some shit for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your last office job?
I worked for the LA County Register Recorder.
What does that mean?
That means I sold birth, death, and marriage certificates
Nice.
when people would come to LA County, and I would perform marriages for people. I did over 200 marriages.
So you probably did like some of the happiest days and some of the saddest days of people's
Oh, and
lives.
some of
Did
the
you
days
do
where you're
both?
like, oh, you getting a check. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like they were all
Yeah.
through there. You
Spectrum
saw it.
of emotions.
Have you ever done have you ever married and divorced anyone?
No, because
ever
you
seen
wouldn't
names
divorce
come through?
Oh.
You wouldn't divorce through me. You would
Oh.
go to the city halls,
okay.
but you would get your you would get your marriage certificate when you were getting a divorce.
Okay.
So like you'd try and say something cute when you give them the marriage certificate, and she's like, I hate him.
Did you ever like get any like Olive Garden gift cards tossed your way for marrying people?
Not at all.
You ever got
People
bragged?
tried to use. People have tipped me. Like that was when I was starting to do improv, and I wanted to do comedy and acting and stuff. So I definitely was like leaning into
Hamming
the
it up.
performance of it, and it was great. And when you saw people, kind of have that day, you're like, oh yeah, I want to make this the best it can be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just drop some bars. But yeah, it was really cool. But then I would also do things like I would go and audit the notary publics who can marry people to make sure they're doing everything right. So it was real cool. But like once I got that bug, once I realized like, oh snap, I'm gonna be doing UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade, and do comedy, I was out. I was mentally not there.
Also, to kind of go back to what you were talking about, because that shit was hitting, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of been cool watching RT evolve too in terms of content, because like we've been in the game for a bit, and I'm someone who's new coming in, but I've been recently really enjoying the conversations that we circle around in terms of like identity. Like we talked about gay shit all day today on stream, which is really nice because I know there's a couple of people in the community who also identify as like queer, or this is potentially their first time seeing queer people of color like on a stream or in content in RTP, and being like, wow, I finally feel seen. Like, this is kind of cool. This is kind of pulling me back in. And honestly, I got proof because I opened my DMs to the public this weekend.
How'd that go for you? I
cool.
saw
How'd
that.
that go?
Yeah.
Hole.
No dicks.
What?
No hole. It was all.
Hold on.
Bibs?
Hold on, I got you.
Are you seeing me hole? No, it was all people who were like
Just a
fans
little
of
more candid.
from streams, and being like, I really enjoy your streams. I like what you bring. But then there were some people who were like, I am a longtime RT fan, and I really enjoy like what you bring to the table. And it's like, damn, it sucks because sometimes I tend to focus on the hate and all
Me
the
too.
like mean comments and shit, and I'm like, oh shit, wait, there are people out here who genuinely enjoy what I have and like the jokes I make and the fun that we have on stream or on these podcasts or just content in general. So it kind of just like motivated me to keep doing this shit and like not let the haters win, even though I have the charisma of a drywall.
You have the
I'm the
charisma-
hottest fucking drywall you
You
know.
have charisma
Yeah,
and drywall, and you're a diversity hire. But again,
I check many boxes.
we all know you were hired because you're beautiful.
Yeah, it was also my ass.
In your
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? We're seeing this is like something that is fairly new to most people, Like I said, I was there for the birth of YouTube. So we're seeing these companies change and evolve, and it is true. Like you looked at a company, if you were like a young white kid growing up and you looked at a company full of white dudes, you looked up to it, you saw yourself in that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think it is scary and shocking when you see some of them go away, and then this thick, yammed up, very handsome, great at giving head black dude
Who's also polyamorous.
Yeah, who's also ethically
We were so
non-monogamous.
close.
Ethically
my
non-monogamous.
girlfriend
Yeah.
started getting on me about that. She's like, you need to tell people you're ethically non-monogamous, not poly.
Well, that means you don't date other people.
Yeah,
you just
well,
smash.
yeah.
Yeah.
She
different.
made me start publicly saying I'm ethically non-monogamous.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like so like you can smash all over town, but if you went on like a romantic getaway,
Then
she'd
that's
like
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like
You can-
emotional.
like how my
Yeah,
girlfriend says.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I can't just have like another relationship. But there's nothing wrong with that. You've built this connection with these people, and you see them go away, and you've attached them to this brand, and you see these new faces come in. It's very hard to not think like they're stealing it from the thing, and I think that's a normal feeling to have. But what's not normal is lashing out on those people. Like, you have to consider that, the person you saw started this company is the person that also is choosing to hiring these people. Yeah. It's not happening. No one's putting a gun to anyone's head being like, you have to do this. I mean, just look at a lot of YouTube channels that haven't. I ain't seen no black people at Red Letter Media. They kept it white. Don't get me started. Okay. Which, like, I'm gonna say some stuff they got hit. Some stuff, some opinions they got, I don't fuck with. But but that's people. That's humans. There's multitudes. There's things you like. There's things you don't like, and that's fine. I think we've gotten to this heavy tribalistic nature where everything has to be right, and we uphold people to be perfect. And lots of times, these people are just people in front of camera.
We gotta stop idolizing, like, just the people you watch on media. You gotta stop putting them on this pedestal, because it makes it impossible for them to make that mistake and then want to learn from that mistake. It's super weird, which is like why when I meet people like who I've watched in content before, I'm like, oh, thank you so much for like creating content and inspiring other people to like also create similar content. But I don't like the term celebrity a lot of the times, because I feel like it puts people on an unfair stance. And then let's say you fuck up one day. Let's say you.
What term do you like?
I just say the homie majority of the time. And I know I shouldn't sometimes, where I'm just like,
it's kind of parasocial, but
it is kind of parasocial, but it's just like, oh yeah, that's a homie, or that's a pal, or something like that, or someone in the similar like like industry type of thing. But like, I never want to make someone feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to say idolizing, because I feel like that's just like...
You like them.
Yeah, I like them. I think they create cool content.
You're entertained by them.
Yeah.
They're entertainers. That's a good word.
Entertainers.
Yeah. That's what you said.
Yeah, that comedy show in accident.
Entertainer.
Yeah.
What do you do for work?
I'm an entertainer.
I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I don't like putting people on that pedestal, because that's just unfair. And we're humans at the end of the day. We're going to fuck up.
Yeah.
And we're going to learn from our mistakes and take that accountability where we can.
Yeah, that's just what it is and what it has to be, because no one is 1,000% right. All we're doing is walking through life with what we've been given and the point of view that we were handed. Oh, did I move it too far? With what we've been given, the point of view that we've had. You might not say the right thing or do the right things because you might not have had that exposure. And there's a lot of talk of like, you got the whole internet. It's like, but no, we're not searching all the time. What we're searching? Are Gone Wild. That's but no, and more seriously, like, I think we've gotten to this point where nobody wants to just like take the second to educate. I get there's people who are stubborn and don't want to be educated, and then do what you may then. But I think when we approach, we've had this battle in our heads so many times. We have so many ideas of how people with conflicting ideas are going to treat us that we come to it with that energy, because we've already had that fight, because nobody wants to be caught off guard. So then we're just like, like, this is how it goes. But it really is, you just got to try your best. It's super hard, and it's something that even I have to work on it, but take things on a case-by-case basis. And I think, just know this, a lot of this applies more to real life than anything. Twitter is fake. If someone's being a shithead on there, there's no reason. You don't owe them shit. You can block them and move it on. You can let them celebrate that you blocked. It's fine. Like, it doesn't matter. You need to protect your peace. You really do.
Your peace is going to last longer from you blocking them than their brief satisfaction at being blocked.
Also, the declaration that, like, I'm leaving, this is such shit. It's like, well, we don't want to... We don't want to cater to that audience anyways. If that's the way you're going to act and behave, then farewell.
Grow up.
Yeah, it's
bon voyage.
Grow up.
But like, it's always funny, because I just truly do. I'm like, what do you want? Like genuine. Like when you tell me that you're leaving, do you want me to be like, okay,
No.
I should cater to you, or
Yeah.
like because there's tons of things that I've watched that I've left, some intentionally, some not intentionally, and it's fine. I think it's fine to not like things. I think it's fine to not like things.
And also to be quiet about not liking something.
Yeah, but
I don't like a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I really don't like the raining on parade that people have to do, and that's that internet tribalism again.
Yeah.
Because everyone's afraid to be. Like, it's so funny because at the same time we want to be so individualistic and want to be our own person, but we're so afraid to be on an island, right?
Yeah.
You know, like if you're the only person that dislikes this thing, you're so afraid that maybe you got something wrong or you messed up. But that's totally fine. Like, you can totally not like Beyonce, Taylor Swift, but you can't tweet it because those fans will come after you because they're crazy, and they're crazy. But also, your life would have been better if you never tweeted.
As a fan of both of those people, I don't care if you don't like them.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about
It's
you.
just like, I just mean like when I see that, I'm just like, bro, she's not gonna fuck you.
But there's only one way to be sure.
You don't have to defend her that much.
Yeah, but it's just the general things where, there was a time, I think we've just gotten so obsessed with it, but there was a time where like there was the chance that you would be the only person who liked something, and you just had to do that because the internet wasn't around yet. The internet wasn't as connected yet. So there were people who like wanted to play D&D but had no homies to play it with.
And they were getting
they just had
violently dunked on about it too.
Yeah. And you had some people who like I remember like when I liked anime, and I was getting burned Naruto discs because the homie was able to get the dubbed, and then there were not dubbed, the subs, but then there were fan subs, so they were adding curse words that didn't make sense, and you had to. And you had to like, you didn't have no one to talk about it with. So you would enjoy it. And then like we had forums. So then you were so excited that someone else liked what you like. You weren't quizzing nobody. You were just like, yo, let's talk about this thing because I finally have what they want. And then now it's gotten so mainstream and big that we turned around. We turned around and like whatever the fuck Obi-Wan Kenobi said, we leaned into the darkness. We weren't supposed to embrace it. I didn't watch that one.
That's
Blaine, say the line?
He had it.
Blaine, say the line.
No.
But yeah, no, I kind of get that. I mean, growing up for me personally, I have constantly had to battle what my blackness is because of the things I was interested in, like anime, or I was a huge like emo kid, but like I was punk. So like I loved Paramore, My Chemical Romance, stuff like that. But people constantly saying like,
white stuff.
because you like this music, you're white.
Yeah,
and I'm
same.
like, first of all, Paramore's black.
Yeah,
there's an article. You can
Haley
read it.
Williams is black. First of all,
Williams, black. Did you see her Crip Walk?
She's one of ours.
Crip Walk, so.
Well, she used to date Danny Brown, which is
one of ours.
Yeah.
So we'll take
We'll take her.
We'll take Haley Williams and Hillary Duff. Thank you.
Y'all, again, what that do say? Y'all don't appreciate her like we do.
Yeah, we appreciate Hillary Duff. Have you seen that ass? In that dress.
Caked up.
But
what was that country singer that was thicked up that everybody found out about?
What?
She was on TikTok and she had a guitar.
Oh.
And she
was it Jewel?
No.
Was
it's like a newer
Musgraves,
country person.
Oh, it's recent?
It was recent.
And extremely caked.
It was I remember that because everyone was shocked.
Because it was so funny because it just lets you know the line in the sand for black people in country, because all these black people were like, wait, what a second? Wait, hold on 1 second. Hold on. This is what y'all doing over there in country? This is what y'all doing over there?
That's how I feel about like seeing a Louisiana line dancing video where I'm just like, where they at? I want to go. I'll go there. Well, that's more tonk than honky. Let's go.
See, I worked at a Cracker Barrel, so
yeah.
I worked at a Cracker Barrel, so I ended up knowing country a lot of the time.
Who's the caked up lady?
I don't know the caked up lady.
Chat, who's the caked up lady?
Chat knows, but
I was listening to Stolen Valor.
Get it.
Come on.
This is a Ruby shirt. Thank you.
It is a Ruby shirt.
But I would listen to Josh Turner, Dolly Parton, and
classics.
I forgot who else. But then I like Casey Musgraves too. But she's like a pop country.
Yeah, she's like she's like if Taylor Swift kept making country music.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's on the case, he's looking up the case.
He's on the
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
He's on the
Don't worry,
cake.
I'll be
Who's
on
the
it, I'll
caked
be
up
on it.
country
Who's the
star?
caked up country lady TikTok?
Specifically funnel cake.
That is a country for a funnel cake she's got.
It hold on.
But yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, it is Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson?
Jesus.
show the class.
Wait.
Tyler, can you put
my
Lainey
God.
Wilson up?
Oh my God.
Lainey Wilson.
Go ahead, everyone.
And someone posted it.
She
and said,
shops at Rainbow.
Country music isn't ready for any of this.
She shops at. She's a Fashion Nova babe. That's a. Damn.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know.
Honestly,
How do we get back
honestly,
on track from that?
We've just been vibing this entire time that I
Yeah.
forgot that I was like, oh, we're on a podcast right now.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
listening to like all the fucking shared experience
Yeah.
and shit. So
But
Blaine,
yeah.
tell me about your blackness.
Yeah.
What about it?
What's your experience with blackness?
What do you want to know?
Where'd you grow up?
North Dallas.
Ooh, so you've been a Texas boy your whole life.
Yeah, well, Oklahoma originally, and then at
Really?
6 and moved to Texas. Yeah.
So are you a
That's why he's
Cowboys
so
fan?
beefy.
No, I hate football. My dad's a football coach.
Really? So is that why you hate
Trauma.
football?
Yes. Yeah.
He-
I've
he
been
one
around
of
it my
those-
entire life.
Was
and I
he
just
one of
don't
those
dig it.
people who's like, you need to play some football and you need
Well,
to get on that?
You
It
did
was
play
more-
football, didn't you?
I did play football, and it was
You didn't like it, though.
No, I did it more because of my dad, and I recognized at a young age that the time that I was getting with my father on the football field, in practice, in the classroom, was time that other kids that they didn't get it, and I valued that. And even if I didn't like playing football, I held out for him because I knew that like he was getting a lot from being around me in the classroom and on the football field. So I just did it for my dad.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
sweet.
Same with my mom. You know, like I had less of a choice on that one, but she was like an elementary school teacher at my
Aw.
school, and yeah, it's just like years with my parents that nobody else got that I got. I'm happy
That's
about
nice.
No.
On the field, in the
Yeah,
classroom.
on
See, that's
yeah.
the reason why I kept going to church, because of my mom. Like I
To
would
hang
go,
out with your mom.
yeah, to hang out with my mom, and she was very passionate about it, but I wasn't, and she had like this whole reputation that I wanted to like, really help with that. But at some point in your life, and I guess for
come
me, and some point in my life, I realized that I didn't owe anyone an obligation to be a certain way.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't have to go to church. I can be bisexual if I want to be bisexual, and I can go party and not go to church on that Sunday morning, hungover, and live my best fucking life.
Were you
So,
hungover in church?
Yeah, so I was hungover in church. I was stoned in church. I
That's
jerked
when he
off in
masturbated.
church.
Okay,
I-
right.
Yeah. That's when you jerked off. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I-
one day.
It was all,
was all
in one day.
They
It was
all
a wild
led to
time.
each other because
Yeah.
you smoked weed because you're hungover, and then the weed
Well,
made
yeah,
you horny.
I've been hungover,
Yeah.
but I haven't jerked it in church.
I feel like there's someone out there that's gonna.
Where do we land on that poll?
I'll read the comments. I'll read the comments later in this pod episode, and just say if you. No, don't say that. You ever just have a thought, you're like immediately
no.
Let me not make the mod's job super
Harder.
fucking hard here because I
Yeah.
already do that.
No.
Oh God.
You? No.
Wait, so what is everyone? I guess I'm excited for like Black Heritage Month this
Yeah.
month. It's a lot.
Is
a
this
lot's going on.
This is the second thing that we've done this month. I think the first thing was the
The announcer.
Team Friendly Fire and Jeff. They did a stream, GTA stream last week. I think that was the first thing we did.
and then this is the second.
And then
Thursday
we
will be the
recorded something
third,
on Friday.
and we record something, and then I'll be honest, like last time I was here for Black Heritage Month was fun. It was like a one long live stream. Now this is like kind of separated into multiple days.
Yeah, I like it
makes
more.
fun. Yeah.
Taking all the resources and scattering them throughout.
Yeah.
Not just one concentrated thing.
Yeah, we're taking all the resoases from the white man. Blaine.
Yeah, we're surprised. We're
Hey,
jump
you
scaring
can-
people with it throughout the month instead of letting them know where it is at one place.
We're black.
Yeah,
That ain't that.
that's a jump scare for most people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Like when I show up at an interview and they see my name on the paper and they see me, they're like,
That's the fun of having like a pseudonym, kind of. But also, it's like it's
but,
hard having a
but
pseudonym.
your government name.
My government name.
You have a black exploitation
yeah.
film main character government name.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So funny.
But like to fall under Blizz is very funny.
Yeah,
But when-
white snow ice. Yeah.
When that's the whole thing too. Is why I'm Blizz Bear. You would think I'm like a
white bear.
but instead I'm just like a black twink.
Twink. Yeah.
So it's kind of funny there. But anytime we go out to get food or something, I put my name under my name.
We
not
had this
under
conversation
Blizz.
today because I was like, wait, what do you put down for that? Yeah.
Oh, it's so like it's not that I don't want people to know who I am. It's just more of like, I'm never prepared to meet someone.
Yeah. Like yesterday.
Yes, I'm never prepared to meet someone, and I just kind of like freeze up. I have social anxiety. It's fine.
Aww.
I just kind of freeze up, or I have certain things that I do like during podcasts or during the film stuff that we record or streaming that helps me cope with that. So it's like a little mind trick that I do for myself. But when it's unexpected or it isn't planned, I go, hi. And it doesn't mean like don't say hi to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Just punch you in the face.
Yeah, just like punch me in the face to break the ice.
Yeah.
It's really
wipe
okay
front,
there.
back to front.
Yeah.
That's all you have.
If you see me in public, just say piss guy. That's
Yeah,
piss hair.
piss tap. Piss tap.
Piss,
With
it's the
PT.
piss tap
It's the
guy.
piss tap guy.
PT. That's the other
Yeah.
PT.
Cummy
Piss
mummy.
tap guy.
Whatever it was.
If you
No,
make
you're
that a
cummy
lower
mummy.
third,
Dick mummy guy.
If you make
Dick
Dick
any of that a
mummy.
lower third,
Mummy dick. Mummy
I'm
dick.
suing.
Mummy dick.
Yeah. We did your partner's birthday. Unfortunately, if you weren't here in town yet, but we had like a time at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
You
I'm
couldn't-
sore,
You couldn't wait,
actually.
huh? You couldn't wait.
He could.
Yeah.
We already waited.
Yeah, let me stall my partner's
Yeah.
birthday.
What'd you
We
end up
already had
getting
to wait.
with all your tickets?
Yeah.
Did you ever realize that you
Oh.
were in the gift part and you had spent $45 on getting coins to play, and then you were getting like a $2 gift in return?
I think you're
That
not
is-
finding the
Yeah,
fun
I have
of
a
Dave and
$60
Buster's.
I'm really
Squirtle
not.
plushie now.
Yeah, so my partner had his 29th birthday, and so I wanted to do something big. I've never rented out a space before for friends to come,
Mhm.
so I did it at Dave and Buster's. I
That's
thought it'd
fun.
be cute. I brought a cake, and I had food catered and everything.
I brought the cake.
You brought the what?
The cake.
I was talking about my ass.
Oh yeah, we just ate Blaine's ass
Yeah, it's
the
fun.
entire time.
That's why we
Dave
had to have the
Buster's.
It
private
was like
area.
the sushi body thing
Yeah.
they would do.
Yeah.
But just his
Blaine
ass.
laying down.
And
yeah.
I was playing skee ball.
Yeah, and
entire-
everyone just got a lick.
Got one leg. But we had fun. It was a lot of gaming. I didn't care about tickets, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No?
No,
It was
but
just fun.
BK
Oh my god.
needed 4,000 tickets
Jesus.
Because she wanted
because
to
she
get
wanted this
a cat lamp.
How much would that cat lamp? Hold on.
And
If I went
BK
on Amazon and looked for it, $8.98. AliExpress $173.
yeah,
You went and looked.
No, I've
Because
not
the-
looked it up, but I know
Yeah.
that's what the numbers are.
I was doing the math because they had like an OLED switch in there for like, X thousand.
It was
Yeah.
115,000. I
But
think.
I found this one thing, and it was a beer pong thing. I should have told you about it, but you threw ping pong balls into these things, and I aced it. Like the middle one dunked it right in, and it gave me 500 tickets, and that was the highest yielding game that I could find.
Oh, I just stuck to gambling. You have a
See,
video of that.
yeah,
one.
I was-
You know the coin
I
one
was
where you
playing
drop the
fun.
coins and then
Oh,
it
yeah.
like pushes the thing.
Oh, I
fucking
can't do
love
that.
it.
I can't do that because I'm genuinely
I'm addicted.
I went on a cruise like a couple Christmases ago, and me and my dad, we probably spent like
Is that it?
$200 in quarters playing that game, trying to get like a 20, and we
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, but so like with BK really wanted this light lamp thing.
Yeah.
and I
Her
wasn't
lamp,
gonna
which
use my
it's
tickets.
valued at $14, by the way. Sorry, go ahead.
It's valued at $14.
What are you gonna? We should all get one.
We should all get one.
We should all get one.
I know the exact one she got too, but she only had like 3,000 or something, and I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, you can have all my tickets. I don't care." I had like
Yeah, and then she like cried.
1,600. Yeah,
Then she cried.
and then she
was
cried.
Really cute.
She was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
you don't have are you not gonna use it?" I was like, "No, I'm focused on making sure my partner's having a good birthday."
Yeah, the $60 was for me and Nikki to be at one game for 40 minutes trying to knock all the clowns down.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That and that Connect 4 game. That
Yeah.
was what the money was. I didn't care. I forgot you got tickets actually because there's no physical tickets anymore.
Yeah,
But I
know.
forgot
Which
tickets.
sucks because I know it's like better
I
for the
know.
earth, but fuck, dude.
But
Don't
I-
get a
Yeah,
bundle of
yeah, oh,
tickets.
yeah,
I
when
forgot
it's
tickets was a
rolling out.
thing.
It was super cool seeing one kid get like 1,000
Yeah.
tickets.
Oh yeah, it
And
was
you-
training us
I
for
wanna be like
casinos.
him. Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
be.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, look
But
at
they
this
still
old
got
lady.
that coin machine. Didn't you win? You won big on the coin machine.
Which one?
Didn't you? No, that was
No,
you.
I won
Oh,
big on the
it
It was on
machine.
your story.
I
Yeah.
filmed it because
Yeah.
they were all like gathered around as a bunch of theater kids freaking out.
Were those actual quarters or were they like Star Trek coins?
No, they're
They're
fake
fake-
monies.
fake
They're like
monies.
hello clowns on.
That's
you want to know
funny.
how many tickets I got from that
Yeah.
tower dropping?
not.
34 tickets.
Are you fucking?
I'm not.
Are you
Oh.
fucking? Hey,
Yeah.
Blizz, are you fucking me right now?
Oh no, are you fucking me right now? No, my main thing was like I just wanted everyone
That
in a
whole
room
tower?
together. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm stuck on that. If y'all didn't see it, but it was like a stack of it was like maybe 6 in a circle stacked like 15.
It was like a pint
yeah. It's on
glass
my Instagram
size.
story like, right
Yeah.
now. I think, or yeah, it should be on my Instagram story
That's
right now.
funny.
But I just wanted everyone to be in a room together and like have fun and stuff. That's all I really
we
care
did.
about.
It was so fun.
Yeah, I had a fun time.
It felt like having adult money in a place that you've been in as a kid is crazy. Because when I bought, like, I think most of us settled at like 400 coins, and if I had that as a kid, I would have been like, that must be $1 million.
Yeah.
But now looking at it, I was like, that's only like $60.
Yeah.
Do you do allowance and stuff like that for your daughter?
I haven't yet. I was actually considering it because in All About Love, there's a whole thing where she brings up her friend's kid wanting allowance. But I want to wait till she's like able to actually do like chores and learning. She's 6. She's going to be 7 in May.
That's adorable.
Yeah, so she's
adorable,
like, so she is almost at the point where she's gonna like want money for things, but like, she had a field trip and we gave her like $25 and she was like, oh, I didn't get the chance to spend it. And I was like, you couldn't give me $2.
No.
I would find a way to spend that money.
If you gave me 2 coins to rub together, I'd have 1 coin by the end of the day.
But like, she was like, okay. So I was like, okay, you don't really need it. And she, like I said, the most she's going to want is probably like Robux. And she's like explaining Roblox to me.
That's adorable.
I was just letting her. I didn't have to be like, I know all about
you're
this.
You're like
detail.
Sith laughing to yourself on the inside.
You're making a gamer. This is the process of making a gamer.
I often say, and I say it, I've said it on a bunch of things now. I plan to be the LeVar Ball of esports. I'm gonna train my children to be good at esports and be so insufferable when they're the best. So much so that I fuck them out of like shoe deals and make them leave the Lakers for the younger team because somehow I annoyed LeBron James.
I know.
Okay.
Literally, if he's about to be
3 sons in the league.
I think
Is it the league?
Yeah, because it's Lonzo Ball, Melo Ball, and then there's LaMelo Ball.
Those are names.
Oh boy, you got lazy.
These
bro.
are some names.
very tight on the last one. No, that's so funny, but also like your kid's kind of gonna go towards the route of like in-game currency and spending money on in-game currency like Fortnite. V-Bucks and stuff like that. And I feel like that's scary as a parent.
That's
I don't know.
terrifying because like at that point you're not getting a physical thing, and I feel like the value is like misconstrued. Like I had my niece and nephew did the classic thing where they got into the Switch and then they paid like $1 billion for like Minecraft something. It's like it was like $400 that they racked up, and like before they cut them off, and then like I think Nintendo's used to it, so they gave them the money back.
Yeah.
But it's like you don't recognize how much you're spending because you're not getting physical things back.
Yeah.
It's messy.
I don't know.
But I think like anything, that's why you would do it, is so you can train them to think of that.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of like parental controls and stuff. So I think it could be on you to be like, well, you spent this much money, so you cannot do it.
You have no
because
money.
I think you're right. It is when you have the funds for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's very easy to spend too much money online when you don't see the money going. It's maybe when you're like in the post-nut clarity and see all the notifications on your credit card that say OnlyFans, and then you go and you add it up and you're like, oh, I just spent $200.
If he's in the top 1% of OnlyFans spenders.
Well, that's a real humbling moment when you get that notification where you're like, you're in the top 1% of fans. I'm like, oh no.
Wait, really? That's a thing?
Yeah, they will tell you. So that
Why
just
would
lets
they do
y'all know
that?
y'all ain't spending enough money. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you are the person who like spends the most money on a creator, they will be like, you're their top 1%.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
All I only get that in my Spotify Wrapped. It's always embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
The dude that did the Sonic soundtrack or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Taylor Swift.
I was like, because I feel like even though the gift is like virtual or the gift is physical, it's still the same to me.
Yeah.
Like I guess I get the nostalgia of a kid or being a kid and like opening a gift and being like, oh my god, a Switch or a GameCube or something like that. But I also feel like it could still be the same with like virtual in-game currency.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I can get these cosmetics to put on my avatar and stuff, and I'm always going to remember when I got that cosmetic.
That's true.
And stuff like that. I played MapleStory for 7 years and spent so much money there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So. I was a MapleStory guy. I wasn't it.
That was Guy Online.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
Guy Online.
That was MVU or IMVU.
Oh.
Yeah,
Second
There was a
Life.
game.
Blingy.
There was a game. I don't know if anybody. You gotta be in this age bracket. But Sissy Fights. Did you ever get into
What
it?
the
No, I missed
fuck
that.
is
What the fuck
Sissy
is
Fights?
that?
It was all these schoolgirls, and you can like design their face, and it was a multiplayer kind of game.
Is this?
where,
It sounds like this is like Skullgirls. What's the fighting game?
Well, no. It was turn based, and it was almost like a rock paper scissors system. So you can like scratch, slap, but if one person uses tattle, anyone who does an attack loses health because the teacher comes back.
Ooh.
So you can do
Oh.
like a attack on everyone, and you're basically trying to be the last person standing. The
Is it
site.
PvP? Is it PvP?
Yeah, but it's all turn-based. The site's still up if you go to Sissy Fights, but it was 8-bit schoolgirls, and you can design how they looked. And so me and my friends would be next to each other, and we would like announce when we were gonna tattle, because we were cheating, because we were just gonna like get everyone out.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
then
get your
we
money.
would go against each other when we're the last people standing.
Get your money. You're playing smarter than everyone else.
Yeah.
You got a flat on your shoe.
I got a what?
You got a screw in there, man.
A screw in my shoe?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you sure
Oh,
do.
wow. Good thing I'm wearing these 8-inch Hokas.
Yeah, because that would have cooked you. That is a real
Oh,
deal.
I can't get that
Holyfield.
out. That's
No, you're gonna
in
need a
there.
screwdriver to get
That's
that
a
out, dude.
screw, yeah. You want a screwdriver? Phillips head? Medium size? Medium.
Like,
I'm trying to think of like.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've spent
If that's
anything on
easy.
like maybe some Halo stuff. I know I bought a
Thank you.
Bruce Campbell thing on Dead by Daylight, but I feel
Yeah.
like I've never really like bought into digital skins and content. And
like
stuff
not
like
a
With
that.
battle
me-
pass or anything?
Battle Pass, yeah, I guess I have.
Okay. 'cause
Yeah.
Battle Passes
Well,
would
and then
count.
Rainbow Six Siege was a big one for me.
You were a
Oh,
Siege
yeah.
gamer?
Oh, fucking love Siege, dude. It
Oh,
got
yeah.
to a point where I like had to back out because there's too many people in my little group kind of disbanded.
Yeah.
And
Siege
and
crew.
then, yeah, and if you're playing with other people, it's just so toxic. Because I love
Dude,
Siege
awful.
too, and it is the
Siege scares me.
most toxic
Rainbow Six Siege.
game.
Uh,
I remember there was a kid, and we were all in a voice chat, and there was a teenage sounding kid, and he used the N word.
Oh.
And then there was a younger, like elementary schools, was like, we're not supposed to use it. And then he tried to do that, like the difference between. I was like, first of all, that's a Chris Rock bit, so relax. You're not
original.
You're not original. And I was like, no, you're doing the right thing, kid. This dumb piece of shit. Like I immediately started being toxic to this teenager. I was like, you know better. How you all here trying to infect the youth? But it is like, but yeah, I do like Siege. I tend to lean more on like, I'll spend more on a game if it was free, because I know I didn't pay any money. So
Yeah,
I'll just buy a
100%.
lot of cosmetics.
oh.
But you know, Destiny's still getting my ass. You know, I ain't even played this
Yo.
expansion, and they got the whole deluxe edition bucks out of me.
Do you have the jackets?
Tyler's
Tyler's
Stab,
got 'em.
yeah, Stab,
Yeah.
and Quick, who is now here, both ran me through the raid to get the jacket, and I've been using it while snowboarding. I'm real into snowboarding.
Whoa, wait, so like, what's
If-
the jacket situation?
If you beat it, Tyler,
if
do you want
you
to
beat
voice
it-
of God this, or we? There he is.
Yeah,
So you're wearing a jacket, but that's like,
Yeah.
did you get that from their store, or did you have to?
No, if you do the siege when it comes out in a certain amount
raid.
of time,
You-
or a
you-
raid.
You get a week. You get a week to
Yeah.
complete it, and if you complete, you get a code. You don't get the jacket for free. It's still an expensive jacket.
Sure, but you get like the rights to purchase the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and you get to like
fucking
customize
tight.
it. Got
It's
my-
valor.
More people need to do that. I
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
totally
I
buy
would-
into
It's
that.
I
it's
would grind
actual
in games.
valor.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah, it rocks. I love my jacket. Like I said, I'll be using it to snowboard. And other nerds will know.
Yeah.
You know?
Other-
Yeah.
You'll know
that's
that
like
you're
credit.
very quick and good
Yeah.
at Destiny.
Not
Yeah.
not very quick and good.
It's the grind. That's all it is. It's the grind.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think of anything. Like the only thing I could think of is like badges on certain websites saying like, oh, you're like one of the first signups, or or like you got this like special skin because you were like one of the first people to play
Well,
this.
So Valorant has this thing where you can get like little gun buddies, and you can get a Valorant or a Riot gun buddy.
The little keychain things that hang off your guns. Yeah.
And if you are like a content creator for Valorant or a developer or
Oh,
whatever,
is that what
you
those
can
are?
have one. Or if you know someone, and I know someone, so
Mhm.
I'm not really good at Valorant, but I
Oh.
keep mine on.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes when I'm playing against people and I drop my gun, they'll pick it up and they'll go, "Oh, wait, where'd you get that?"
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm
it's-
like,
I know a guy.
Yeah,
My uncle
it's the
works
best
at
feeling. Yeah, it's the best feeling in the world. They finally took my dev badge away in Apex Legends.
How come?
Because I don't work for Apex Legends anymore.
Yeah, but you did.
Yeah, I did.
That
Well,
doesn't
you have to
make
keep
your
that.
work
Who's the
less
asshole that's
important.
taking away people's badges?
Well, because you don't want
Yeah.
little schmucks like me running around with a dev badge talking spicy because but like it is cool, but it is funny how quickly it would change from like being like, oh, you're a dev, cool. I've been having this problem with the game. I'm like, I'm the
haven't got
guy who
that.
writes
So whenever
lore
I-
and
if I-
story. I don't do any of that stuff.
Like
Okay, but when I
shit.
slide and if I hit this pixel, it shoots me across
Yeah, I
the
was
map.
like,
Can you
send it
fix
to the
that?
bug report, buddy.
I-
I don't do that.
I've had people leave games because I don't know why.
They see your gun dongle.
They see my gun, or they'll try to see if I'm like a Twitch streamer or something, and I'm
and
like,
like
I don't want
like
Valorant
streams,
viewers. Yeah,
snipe you.
they try to,
Oh,
but I don't
stream
stream
sniping
it.
is so
Is it,
annoying.
do you think they leave because they think they might be cheating, and then they think
I
that
think
you're
that
gonna
could be the
clock
case.
them?
Yeah.
I never stream Valorant. It's like a game that I play off stream.
Yeah.
I
because
keep
it's-
asking you to. You keep saying no.
Yeah, because I it's like I don't know, it's my me time stream. There's games that I like play online for people to watch and like experience.
Oh, that
with me.
is very important.
Have a game for
mine
yourself.
right now is replaying Fallout 4 because
Nice.
Maybe it's never
That's a good
yeah,
one.
Emmy
Boston.
she started doing Fallout 4 and she would just be like, I like watching you play. And I was like, all right. So we've just been playing kind of like parallel, and it'd be funny because we'll just see each other do things. I was like, okay, well now I don't need to go through what you just did.
Yeah.
But I never played any of the expansions on 4. So now I'm
There's
doing the
expansions?
the Nuka World campaign where it's like a Nuka-Cola Disneyland. It's
Ooh,
like
that's cool.
Oh, I've
it's
seen
so
that, yeah.
See,
it's so fun.
That was my
And-
first Fallout game. So I got the core one,
Mhm.
and then I was like, that was perfect. I'm done. And I never looked into it.
hit the expansions up. They're
Okay.
worth it. I've been having a blast in Nuka World, and it's funny because like same thing. It's like, oh, there's more game to be had.
I
and,
love that game.
and now I'm just
Bethesda,
min
right?
maxing.
Yeah, Bethesda.
Yeah.
They're out of Dallas.
That's why I played it, because
Yeah.
I was like, well, I've played Skyrim for 6 years. I guess I'll do something else.
I'm a Doom guy. They do Doom, right?
Did you do?
Yeah, they
think
do.
so.
I think they took
Doom
over
it
with
up?
Doom. Yeah.
Fucking love Doom.
Look, I'm from Maryland, and I don't know what Bethesda
Oh, Bethesda's in Maryland?
Yeah,
I thought you
Bethesda,
said it was in
Maryland.
Dallas.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Bethesda, like the studio, or am I thinking of
No,
Gearbox?
Bethesda. I think you might be thinking of Gearbox because Bethesda should be in Maryland.
Maryland.
Bethesda Studios is not in Bethesda.
I don't
There's
know.
no
Maybe
fucking
I'm wrong.
way.
I don't know. My tattoo artist in Maryland has tattooed Bethesda coworkers.
Oh.
Bethesda.
Maybe they go there for the bit.
Like I do. I will take a plane trip just to get
Oh no,
a tattoo. I
it's
don't
in
care.
Maryland.
It is in Maryland.
Who was I thinking of? As in like, there's like one in Dallas or Plano that works on Doom. Anyways, I don't know video games for the shit. I've been meaning to do a Doom replay because
You should.
Rocks.
You look like a game guy.
What's the game that you like identify the most with? Like it's like you are that game. Because I think mine would probably be Doom.
I get, like, you mean overall? Like, if I'm looking at the entire span of
Just
my
like
life? or
if there was a
currently?
game that you're like that was made for me, what would it be?
Among Us.
Among Us?
You're
You're a manipulator.
really no. Hold on.
A
I
liar.
really enjoy gaslighting in a friendly way.
Mm.
And like
Both said the
lying,
same
it
thing.
sounds weird. Stop. Look, hey, sometimes you lie to your friends, but I really enjoy the social game aspect of it. It made me, I've always wanted to be like on a reality TV show, which is why I have a TV tattoo, but it makes me think of like, what if you got your friends in Big Brother or something like
Yeah.
that? And like the social game of which one of us is a liar.
Do you watch The Challenge at all? I watch it. That's actually how M bagged me. She was like, I need somebody to watch this show with. You know, the classic one. So we came together on the All Stars, then in more ways than one, and then went from Dirty 30, and now I'm all the way to War of the Worlds 1. I already know the thing about D, which is very funny because I can't wait to see. But I want her so bad anyway. I can change her.
I started on Dirty 30.
Really?
And literally that's when I fell in love with Kayla, Cara Maria, Jen, all that. I was
you
like,
like
oh, the
Cara
girl.
Maria?
I used to.
Okay.
I've learned. I've grown up. Thank you. I love the innocent horse girl that turns out to be the villain at the end.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm watching this current season. Are you watching the current one? Oh, it's good. It's really.
Can I borrow
good.
your MTV?
Yeah, I got YouTube TV, so you can.
What's the style of
Yeah,
competition
yeah,
show?
yeah.
The challenges. I'm so unfamiliar. But
So
I've seen
the challenge is,
trailers.
you remember
my
Real
God.
Road Rules
Yeah, yeah.
challenge? So now it's full blown. So it expands to other reality shows. So
It pulls people from
Big
all of
Brother,
Survivor.
Love Island. If you've done a reality
Wasn't
show,
there a
you
dude
Like a big Marvel crossover.
Wasn't
for
there
yeah,
a
reality shows.
Bachelor
but
on
so
there
it's
one
like
Bachelor's
time?
on there.
physical challenges. So
Yeah.
a lot of the people on it are like CrossFit heads because it's like wild physical challenges, but like stuff you can't even really train for. Like I'm in the World of Worlds where they had to swing between. They had 2 trucks driving 50 miles per hour, and you had to swing to your partner and hand a ring over to transfer it. And whoever
Like you didn't
did the
practice
dances
for that
No.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How do they even come
Or
up
like,
with those
there's
games?
Yeah,
one
it's
in-
just not. TJ Lavin runs it, the
Yeah.
BMX guy.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So it's like both on
It's
a
insane.
like entertainment competitive level, you're into it, but then the house stuff.
The
They have a
people-
thing.
Because they're all staying together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they all live in
That's
together.
the
Okay.
other
There's a whole
reality
thing called
component.
That's fucking
Polydicking.
horrifying. Dude.
Polydicking is
Polydicking
real,
is
where you
always
you
real.
hook up with someone so because you know that they're
They'll
going to
vote for
be
you.
good in the game.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
And Bananas has gotten
Yo,
so many
Bananas?
baddies just being
Isn't
good
that
at
guy
the
like
game.
40?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, that dude's
he's
old,
killing
isn't
it.
he?
He constantly wins.
he celebrates his 40th birthday on this
How
current
many
season.
years has he been? It's got to be like 12 years at this point.
Yeah, most winningest player.
But that's like taking all the testosterone and shit from like the physical challenges back home. Like I bet
Fuck
that
it.
is a nightmare.
There's like a bunch of vets or veterans in there
Yeah.
who have been in the show's previous seasons before.
Yeah.
And there's new people coming in. There's always that we have to get all the new people out.
Yeah,
and
and
like,
it's-
leave
and
it
it's-
to us vets
Yeah.
on like running this entire.
So then the new
Yeah.
people form an alliance. and-
Yeah.
it happens
They have
every
to.
season.
Every
That's
time.
kind of
It happens every time.
Or the one of the seasons, the Challenge USA, where they got
Yeah.
all new people.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
So
all
then-
because it was specifically CBS shows. So it's
Yeah.
all their shows.
It was Love
And
Island,
then- yeah.
Survivor.
If you got the offer for a season, would you
Oh,
do it?
within like
He
like
just wants
in
to
a
call a
heart
dick.
in a heartbeat. Yeah. Oh yeah. Emmy was like, yeah, you have my full permission to fuck whoever you want on that show. And I was like, all right.
I'll be
cool.
honest. No, my partner said, "Do what you need to do to make that money
They
because
win
the
money,
money's
yeah,
going directly
yeah,
to
you
him."
win
What's,
money, yeah.
what's the money? Like, what's the prize?
Oh,
I think we got
million. We're
yeah,
in the
million.
millions.
Whoa.
now. So it's
Yeah,
like, yeah.
He was like, "Do what you need to do to get that
Yeah.
get that money."
Do who you
Yeah.
need
But-
to get that
Do
money.
you gotta-
But the
I'm
big
like-
thing in Dirty 30 that is like the huge thing is at the very because Dirty 30 it's like people who have vendettas in past seasons and they're
Oh.
teamed up together. And then at the very end they get to decide whether to share the money or to keep it all for themselves because while they're doing a team exercise it's still kind of everyone's still getting their own personal points.
Okay.
So whoever on the team got the most points gets to decide whether they want to share the money or not.
How do they put them in a situation where they can determine that?
Well, once at the end, they're like, "Congratulations on the team for winning.
yeah.
You have the most points. Do you want to keep this money, or do you want to
Has
share it with
anyone
your
ever
partner?"
shared it? There's no fucking way that they
No,
would share it.
everyone,
Really?
yeah, people share.
But
Yeah.
there have been people who have
there's-
not shared, and
and
it's
it's
over.
the biggest moment
Damn.
in challenge history.
Oh,
That's the
God.
worst.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I brought Ify and you here for a confrontational reality
can we
show
talk?
moment
yeah,
Um,
because
on the screen.
I think we're okay. Hear me out.
I feel like it's appearing on every screen in here.
I know it's
Yeah.
appearing on every screen. So the tweet that I've tweeted.
Yes.
First and foremost, I had the flu when I
It's January
tweeted that.
20th,
Yeah.
2023.
I had the flu when I tweeted that, so I wasn't in the right mindset.
Sure.
But I tweeted, "It's hard being the best ass eater on Twitch, but someone has to be it." And then you go to
And then Ify replied, can we get Ify's reply up?
if he goes basically,
yeah. I was
Was there a ratio? How did we do?
Oh, yeah,
the
no
likes and the
one.
retweets.
yeah,
So,
but that was wild. And I'm glad you admitted that you were in your right mind because I am someone who has went from giving head and grabbing the ankle and flipping someone over with their one ankle to eat their ass.
He is
and if
strong
you
enough to do it.
haven't done
I
anything
formed.
like
I
that,
have look.
10 out of
if
10.
you haven't done anything like that, I don't
10
think
out
you
of
can
10.
step into the
It's
ass eating
motivating.
ring.
That's why he works out. That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's why he works out to
100%
eat
toss
ass.
people around.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, that makes sense.
Definitely.
I'll give credit where it's due. If
Do you find yourself lifting certain body parts that will make you better in the bedroom.
That's the only reason
Are you
go to
talking
the
about
gym.
doing those hip thrusts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do enough of them.
Okay,
But like, you know, because I'm
We
a
don't have
pretzel
to.
guy. I'll fold you like a pretzel and do what needs to be done.
Okay.
Also, I got I've been doing shibari, so
hell
I'm
yeah.
like
Okay.
real into ties.
You'll only be too strong for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fun thing with shibari is also it can be therapeutic too, because a lot of people
Okay, just catch me up. Is that the thing where
Rope play.
you tie up the?
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's
all right,
pretty.
cool.
and it's pretty, and
It's
you would see
pretty.
it on
Oh,
Tumblr as
Yeah.
well.
Artistic.
So,
Yeah.
but a lot of people it can feel like a weighted blanket,
Yeah.
in a sense, and it can be very therapeutic for some.
Yeah.
I like without inviting something weird into my life. I kind of want to be on both ends of that just to see what it's.
Yeah. So like when you do the class, it's there's a really dope school in LA that I've been going to.
Does it initiate by like lassoing the person?
No, it's like it's very weeby because like this guy like it's because you know it's like this art form that kind of derived from like I'm gonna give the truncated version of the speech, but like in one of the like Edo era, they would do rope tie tortures, and then like there was a period where Japan was trying to be more Western, so the traditionalists kind of reclaimed the rope tie, and then shibari became this underground, very sexy thing.
Okay.
And so my teacher, who was definitely a white guy who went to who was like
They
into
all
this,
are.
he like
They all
literally
are.
busted a Dr. Strange. He went there on a trip,
Yep.
met this like guy who taught him,
Met a
and then he
monk.
went by and he went under
The
a
ancient one.
teacher and he learned it like
Damn.
all from a teacher, and he has like a contract written by the teacher in like kanji that's like, hey, you got to open this school in LA.
What's the graduation day like on that? Do you tie
It's
up
like
your
graduation.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know
there's
you're
no
done.
graduation. You just kind of go there with your bottom and you just tie them up.
Yeah. You can just
but-
go with a friend as well.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
but like,
Something
yeah, so
awesome.
like,
Will they provide one for you?
yeah, you'll get your own. They'll
Like a
provide the
TA?
jute rope.
What if
will
the
they
building
provide a
catches on
bottom? No, you
fire?
have to
No.
bring your own. bottom.
What if the fire alarm goes off mid like tie?
You
Oh,
gotta be
well,
strong.
there's-
You gotta.
yeah,
well, they're
there's-
already wrapped up.
'cause
You
the-
just
well,
pick them up.
Like a
there's
purse.
like
Yeah.
an emergency like scissors to cut. the
Oh,
rope
scissors,
immediately,
okay.
because that's what you need to have at all times.
If
when you
someone
tie
has a
someone,
panic
because
attack.
if you want to be able to get them out the rope immediately.
Also, I'm sorry if I'm like making light of it. Like
No,
it sounds
it's-
like a cool.
No, it's it's not something no, you can goof around. Like it's fun. It's sexy
not
and fun, and
serious.
you don't
Yeah.
have to take it too seriously, you know?
It can be like a sexual thing. It also
yeah.
be other things. Like
Yeah.
that's
But
the fun
it's
of
definitely-
you could be a
and,
sailor like right
you can be a
off.
sailor.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Bat.
definitely feels like one because
You
you're
do
just
feel like a
got
sailor.
the rope between your hands.
Yeah.
When you do your first fancy knot, you're like, "Arr." That's like or you out yourself when you're in a boat, like I did one time.
Wait,
you know-
how did
Wait,
you,
heart-
you explain that? Elaborate.
Oh no, I
please.
was just like way too good at undoing and redoing the anchor. And they were like, "Oh, that was so smooth," and I was like, "I know it's weird."
Weird, I guess I'm just a natural. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's shit you would see on
So
Tumblr.
then, but on the person that's being tied up, they have to like relax. It's like a practice in breathing and relaxation.
Yeah, that's
probably,
part of
too.
it.
Yeah, but you know, it's all like based on the vibe of the
Yeah.
scene.
Sure.
So it's like, and he's really good at explaining. He's like, you know, this one's is more like, you know, a more like intense kind of restraint, and this one's more like light one, and you know, it's like very like chill because you're kind of like into like because you really are trying to figure out how to tie these ropes in the right way. But yeah, no, it rocks.
Yeah, I know like a couple of friends who go to the classes in Austin. It's ran by someone who's very well known in like the pup community, and like they are a great instructor.
PUBG?
Yeah,
Puppy play.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a different thing.
yeah.
I'm not familiar.
It's like a leather mask that looks.
Oh,
like
don't worry.
Dutch.
Once we wrap, I'm gonna explain it all.
Yeah, we're all.
Well, no, that's
let's
a
just
post
I think we're going over time,
Let's
so
show.
Yeah.
Let's just take.
Let's talk
Blaine
about
out.
kink in the post show.
Let's take Blaine out to like a gay club or something.
Thank you.
real quick, let's see what the results
Damn.
are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
That's
you
a blowout.
to the people for making the right choice.
People have spoken. A lot of people in chat know from experience.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, really?
A lot of iffy fans in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. No, from expense.
If he eats ass from the back of a Tesla, and then everyone's like, "Oh,
You know, the funny thing about that story, and here's the truth. Here's the truth. And it's a funny story, but like the person who said that, I've had sex with them, but never in my Tesla, and I don't think I've actually ate their ass. So I was like, because it was, without getting into details, I think it was someone trying to like front and like show that they know me. I was like, no, I know exactly who I've banged in the back of the seat of my Tesla, and it's been
I feel like you know.
4 people. It's only been 4 people. But
they were right. And that was the weird part.
Huh?
I said they were right though, but that's the weird part.
Yeah. Well, no, I've never like I
Too
am.
cramped?
You've seen me. You've seen my size.
Yeah.
And so like that, the logistics don't work.
Well,
it's like I explained when I joined the Mile High Club how painful that experience was.
You're the size of a bathroom of an airport.
Yeah. It was not going. And then also I was like so in my head that I was just so sure that the captain was going to be like, aha!
I found you.
In my head, if you pull back too far, your cheeks are gonna bust that door.
Yes.
Now your ass is just in C-43.
Yes.
Does American Airlines give you like a cool jacket that you can buy?
Yeah, but they have to eat the code and then you have to buy it yourself.
It was a Virgin airline, and it was an international flight, because if you ever been on the international Virgin flights, they have like, it's like way back, so the coast is very clear for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're in a like light, sparsely attended plane like we were, it's fair game. Okay. But yeah, you're just afraid that like somebody saw and snitched, and you're just like, you can't really get into it.
Did the light? Hi. Okay. I don't know how, but that the man with the powerful thighs. I don't know how, but him and I think they were in the same. No. And they're like, no, there's no way that man and someone else is getting that. You're lying. Why are you trying to get this nice young gentleman in trouble? Meanwhile, if he's just like wiping up.
Yeah. I like that you think
like
the plane is just going like it's like deviating course from the rocking.
It's like,
we're losing elevation.
There's no way.
Turbulence. Sorry, everyone.
No, that wasn't another person. You must have seen his trunk-like bicep enter several seconds after the rest of him. There's no way another person's in there.
All right.
Let's talk about kink in the post show. Tune in for the post show. We're going to talk about kink, and I'm going to make those two have a flex off.
Ooh. Wow, that's one way to advertise it. Yeah. Y'all going to come for that. In more ways than one.
Sign up for first.
More ways than one.